I'm not moving. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let this title screen play out. Anybody who cares already knows that this is Genesis or Genesisn't, so I don't have to tell them. It's in the description. True. Playing Bimini Run. I'm Eric Allen. I'm here with Joe Drilling.
Hello. It's time for boat murders.
I should probably turn the music up just a little bit so I can actually hear it.
Yeah.
Controls: A bazooka, low fire, high fire, moderate, difficult, easy. 3 boats, 1 player, chart 1. There's also a demo mode. Chapter 1, Hot Pursuit. Kenji Ohara, the evil Dr. Orca's henchmen, have kidnapped your sister Kim. Pardon me. You and your loyal friend Luca must pursue and capture the kidnappers before they can return to Dr. Orca's impenetrable island hideout.
But how? It's impenetrable.
Well, we lost already then. It's over.
So this is actually a pretty early.
Oh, crashed into the sailboat. 1990?
Yeah.
Also, I couldn't find a high-res image of the box art, so I had to use that scan from a magazine.
That ad? Nice.
You rammed a sailboat. I did. So what can you tell me about Bimini Run, Joe?
A little bit. The American publisher, Nuvision Entertainment, if I'm not mistaken, did not hang around super long. They were not around for a long time. This might be their only game that they published. Maybe they published like Dynamite Duke as well. Let me take a look.
That sounds like a good one. Fuck. These fucking sailboats, man. This is a dangerous number of sailboats out on the water. What am I don't even know. I'm not really 100% sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Nope, this was the only one. They were working on a game called Beanball Benny and a version of Swamp Thing. And apparently the Guardian Angels Safety Patrol game, which was ill-advised. But they shut down.
Oh, great guns. You've picked up their henchmen and captured their weapons.
This was only released in North America. This is a North American exclusive.
Okay. So
developed by Microsmiths, who apparently developed this, Jack Nicklaus Power Challenge Golf, King's Quest for the Crown.
Chapter 2, The Stealth. You were tricked. That boat was a decoy. Kim has been taken by helicopter to a nearby island hideaway. Search these waters, but watch out. Dr. Orca's men will try to cremate you. I'm not even dead yet.
Kenji, come in.
Doesn't say. They're skipping a step. They're just gonna...
Kenji, come in.
They're gonna go right to cremation. Directly to cremation. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just get cremated.
I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
I think you're supposed to be blowing up evil boats. Yeah, see? You just blew up an evil boat and an evil helicopter.
Yeah, but to what end?
To save your girlfriend, but we just went over this. We just went over this, man.
I mean, okay, but am I supposed to be going somewhere, or am I just supposed to be killing all the boats, or what's the...
I think you're just supposed to be killing all the boats.
Oh, there's an island over here in the distance. I'm going towards it.
Microsmiths. Okay, so... Microsmiths, the developer of this game, was started by Rex Bradford and Charlie Heath after Activision closed its Boston Design Center in the spring of 1984. It closed in 1994.
I ran aground.
Kenji, come in.
They published 1 game on the Amiga,
Oh,
a handful on the Apple II. I like that your people jump out and just sort of tread water when the boat explodes.
I ran aground again.
You ran aground. Poverty Game Night says Bimini like a small Bimini. Man, even Double Dragon 3, I think is, maybe not. I don't know. Double Dragon 3 for the Genesis probably isn't more fun than this game, but maybe Double Dragon 3 for the NES is. Let's see. So yeah, they developed a handful of games for Apple and Atari computers, Commodore 64. Oh. These fine folks were the ones behind the unreleased Drax Night Out for the NES, which, if you're unfamiliar, is a game in which Dracula uses the Reebok pump.
As he does.
Yeah,
is in the original Bram Stoker's text.
Yes. Did you say it's Bram Stoker?
Yeah. That's the erotic.
Yeah.
Dracula.
Yeah, that's the erotic fanfic of Dracula's by Bram Stoker. Poverty
Not
Game
Dracula
Night
XXX.
Yeah. Poverty Game Night says this definitely looks like a game you'd own by accident. This is actually, for 1990 though, the sort of faked scaling and rotation stuff, which is like very much fake. It's not, it's not real.
Right, it's just replacing a small sprite with a slightly larger one. But...
Right. It's the same way that Sega cheated with like Space Harrier and Super Thunderblade.
Which in some cases actually looks better than real sprite scaling, which just looks fucked up sometimes.
Sometimes, but the Sega Super Scaler arcade games looked pretty legit. And this doesn't look as good as that, I don't think. Yeah, there's a giant bomb. I don't remember what it was.
GiantBomb.com?
But they played Drax Night Out for some reason.
Come on.
You keep running into islands, man.
I don't know how to stop, I guess. I thought I would stop before I hit the island, but... I was going to try and blow up that tower that was on the island. Plus, I'm just not entirely clear what I'm supposed to be doing. Other than just driving around and blowing up boats.
I think that's pretty much what you're supposed to be doing, but let's see if there's an FAQ that will help us unlock the secrets of Bimini Run. FAQs. Fire long-range weapon skyward, fire forward. Yeah, okay. Figure all that out. Accelerate boat, decelerate boat, steer boat. Number of times you can wreck before you're out. Compass, fuel gauge, your boat. Enemies can all be taken out in one hit. Learn how to sweep at the machine gun.
I've been hit by enemy fire.
As you start, you get a call, so pick it up. Stun. You'll need to use stun gas to fire them at short range. The bath.
Fuck.
Okay, sorry, did you already, you caught the boat and hit it with the stun gas, right? That you did, so you're on mission 2 now?
Yep.
You need to find and destroy a radio tower in the northeast with your bazooka. Head to the tower and decelerate in front of it a ways so you don't run aground. Tap the A button.
Oh man, that's the thing I was trying to do, and then that was the thing that I did do.
And then it'll tell you to go to an island. You'll get a new objective after that.
Just, it's kind of difficult to tell when you're close to things sometimes. Oops,
Yeah.
Okay, I see the tower here. Oh. Whoop, nope, stop. Don't. What? I'm still moving. I'm still moving. I'm holding down. I'm still moving. I was tricked.
Maybe it wasn't.
I guess I can't actually stop, so that's good information to have. What's up?
I remember Jeff Gersman playing Drax Night Out at some point, and maybe it wasn't on Giant Bomb. Maybe it was, and I'm having trouble
Could have been
finding
on
it.
one of his personal streams, maybe.
It could have been. Anyways, so yeah, this is the same developer as Drax Night Out, which is a completely ridiculous game. That, yeah, I it might have been. Oh, you know what? I think it was on like a GameSpot stream that Frank Cifaldi was on for like Video Game History Foundation stuff or something.
Maybe. Fuck. This like pseudo open world thing is it's just hard to get like Alright, so there's the thing. Nope. Alright, here's the island. Try not to get too close. I totally lost it. Maybe this is the right one this time. I ran aground, Joe.
You ran aground.
Kenji, come in.
Like, I can see that radio tower thing in the background, but I just don't know how to get in position to hit it. And then it's just like the island just like flies at you because it's so hard to tell when it's gonna change position.
Kenji, come in.
I'm sure that once you get a hang of the way that depth perception works in this game, it's probably not so bad, but I'm really struggling with that.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about these games that do the sprite scaling.
Right. Plus, it's like I have a speedometer. Okay. Because, see, I can see the tower in the background, but I don't know how I'm supposed to get to it. Like, am I on the wrong side? Is that why? It would be very helpful to have some kind of mini-map or something.
There is a map that you can toggle, isn't there? You get a compass. You just have the option to view your map close up with the direction you're traveling.
Okay, so there's...
Well, now I gotta say, this is not like any game that I've ever seen.
Hi, Mike.
Isn't that Mike?
I don't know that it is. Hello.
I'm really struggling with the, really struggling with the way the depth works in this game.
Wait, did you just have an outrun crash on the beach?
Kind
Yes.
of.
Kind of, yeah.
So, like, I'm supposed to be blowing up this tower, but I'm not sure if this is the right island, or... Like, I can't position myself in a way such that... Okay, there it is right there. Okay, alright.
Are you controlling whether it shoots up or down, or is this
Yeah,
like a
I can adjust. I have a high shot, a low shot, and a charge shot. I got it! Alright, turn, get the fuck up. Alright, I blew up a radio tower, now what?
Now it should tell you that there's like another island you have to go to on like the other side of the map.
Okay, I see. If I look at the big map, it shows me
Oh.
islands with things on it, and then if I look at the little map, it shows me where.
You gotta shoot those shotgun shells.
Yeah, I gotta do that charge bazooka shot thing.
This is weird.
Pretty weird.
It's kind of weird.
Kenji, come in.
Nope, I'm gonna hit that fucking thing.
Oh, sorry, I missed the beginning. So who made this weird looking thing?
Let me tell you about Microsmiths,
Fuck.
former Activision
Fuck.
developers from Boston.
Okay.
There's not really much to know. That's about it.
Did they used to work for Activision?
They used to work for Activision. Activision closed their Boston office in 1984, and these two guys started their own company.
How'd it go for them?
Poorly. Well, because they were around for 10 years, so maybe not that poorly.
Okay.
They developed a handful of games for various personal computers: the Amiga, the Apple II, the Apple II GS, the Atari ST, Commodore 64, DOS, Macintosh. I guess like they did Mean 18, which is a thing you might be familiar with. Yeah, that was on Amiga, Apple II GS, Atari ST, DOS, Macintosh. They did the Master System version of King's Quest, Quest for the Crown.
Oh my god, there's a Master System version of King's Quest?
There's an NES version of King's Quest 5.
I knew about that one because I used to read Nintendo Power.
They did the unreleased Drax Night Out for the NES, which Dracula wears the Reebok pump shoe.
Of course he does.
Yep. And they did this, and they did Jack Nicklaus Power Challenge Golf on the Genesis. And then they worked on 2 unreleased games that the publisher of this game, Nuvision, who only published 1 game, they were working on a game for the Swamp Thing game, and a Beanball Benny was the name of the other.
Wow, Swamp Thing.
Yep.
Alright, this is some pretty primo obscure stuff.
Yep.
Is
Hey,
Beanball
man.
Benny a baseball game? Is that?
I don't think it is, actually. I think it was, I think the ROM's been dumped. You could probably play it.
Why is your gun so bad now?
Because I have to catch those guys to get a better gun. It's like a gas grenade, so you're like shooting gas at the boat to try and stop it from getting away, so you can grab the
Pick
guys.
up the good weapon.
Well, they kidnapped my girlfriend, Mike.
Oh, I thought that was your girlfriend in the boat.
Well, she's supposed to be in there. I think that's why I was using gas grenades, so I could like knock them out and.
So
Stop the boat without blowing it up and killing the person I'm trying to rescue. Which seems reasonable.
Yeah, no,
So
sure. I
you're-
mean,
there was a playable prototype, but I can't tell if it's been dumped or not. But someone dumped video footage of it to the Digital Press forum.
which
So
specific game?
Beanball Benny, which is about a guy. It's a dude. It basically is a dude who looks like Mario, who's a cab driver and also a baseball fan who goes around beating up thugs with baseballs and baseball bats. It seems like.
All right.
And somebody donated a whole bunch of flyers from CES to the to Lost Levels, and they scanned a bunch of them in, and they have the flyer, CES flyer for it.
Kenji, come in.
Help Beanball Benny save Zuniville as he tries to capture Ramon and his fumbling gang of crooks. Armed with only his trusty trick taxi and bazooka-like pitching arm, Benny uses his deadly beanball to KO the crooks. Ramon's gang takes you on a wild chase through Zuniville and its zany underground full of wacky surprises and inhabited by the oddest creatures. Creatures in scare quotes, by the way. So take up the chase and find out if Benny's Beanball is a match for Ramon. New generation games from Nuvision Entertainment. Hundreds of challenging hours of zany comical action for the Sega Genesis system.
Except there were not hundreds of hours.
There were 0 hours because the game didn't come out.
Dang,
Yeah,
that's
but
heavy.
if you got to play it. there'd be hundreds
It
of hours.
had. Yeah, hundreds. Literally hundreds.
Kenji, come in.
I see the thing. On the other side, I guess. Yeah, okay. Go out. Is that some kind of rock or something? Swing back around. So there's like some kind of radar on my compass.
Yeah, I'm not fully clear on that.
But it's just like... Is this not the right island? The fact that I can't stop is very frustrating. It should be the right island. It just makes it difficult to orient yourself sometimes. And get to the right side of the island that you're supposed to
So
be
this
on.
is, it should be in the northeast. To the northeast.
Well, there's like 6 of them. Which I have...
No, this... it's sure other of that kind in the area. After the first tower is hit, the enemies will be polluting the water in greater numbers, but are easily
Fuck. Right there. Except I died again.
So those might be guard towers, because there's a difference between guard towers and the towers you're trying to destroy.
Well, I'm going to where they are on the map, and I'm blowing them up.
Okay. Okay.
The
How
problem
many do
is...
we have so far?
The problem is that like I said, it's really hard
Oh,
for
there
me
we
to
go.
tell what part of the island that I'm on.
Right.
And also because I can't stop, like I have to like go out away from the island and then turn around and come back and then hope that I'm in the right position because of how difficult it is to orient yourself.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? Because it's not a real 3D object, so you kind of just have to
Right,
guess. So like, but I can get it, but I'm gonna hit the fucking thing. Oh no, I made it. Nope, I didn't make it. See, like, I don't know why I hit the island there. I'm not even close to it visually,
Yeah.
but
There's a sandbar, man.
okay.
Haven't you ever been in a boat? Come on.
Alright, so now I want to head northwest and get these other ones. Like, if I could reliably approach those towers without having to reorient myself on the island, this would be much easier and much less frustrating. But you can't, like, I don't think that this map doesn't really... I guess it kind of shows you what side of the island they're on.
Kenji, come in.
I want to go... Continue north. Kill that guy. And swing hard. Ah! And then I get killed by one lucky helicopter shot.
It's very realistic, though. I mean,
It is.
the helicopter shot you. Game over, man.
Oh, the guard tower hit me. I also could use some kind of crosshair or something, because it doesn't seem like my shots are always coming out straight on. I was tricked.
Kenji, come in.
Okay, so it's not on this side. I gotta...
So So what's like the end game in this? Is it just
You gotta
map
find
its own
Dr.
game,
Orca
or
and
Yeah.
rescue my girlfriend.
do you have to finish all the stages, or is each map basically like a game and like a difficulty level almost?
I don't know about that. That's a good question. Fuck! This would be a lot more fun if I could either just focus on
Blowing up boats.
blowing up boats and helicopters and keep moving, or if I actually had some way to like stop and then reaccelerate in a reasonable time frame. But
Boats don't come with brakes, buddy.
I mean,
true.
that isn't true. They just boats can stop. Boats
They,
can stop.
they can stop, but they can't stop like, jamming on the brakes in a car.
That's a jet boat. How do you
I
want
don't
it to stop?
I don't need to do that. If I can slowly approach and then stop, I'd be okay. But I can't do that. I am always
What would
moving
you
at
do to
least
slow
10
that
miles
boat
an
down,
hour.
Eric?
So if I miss too many shots, then I just drive right into the island, whether I slow down. or
That
not.
time it looked like you just drove right.
No,
into
I
the
had to keep
island.
moving, or else I would have got hit by the guard tower. I couldn't. Like, you can't really stop. Also, see, like the shots don't always come out the front.
Yeah, it seems like certain shots come out the front, and certain shots the blonde guy fires himself, which are slightly to the left. That's kind of weird. Well, I feel like you've been at this for a little while now, and
I'm a little frustrated.
Probably
Yeah,
as
and
long
you're a
as
little
is
frustrated.
necessary, all things considered.
I don't. There's something here, but it's just not.
It looks kind of fun to just drive around and shoot stuff.
This is definitely one of those things where, like, this is an interesting idea, but it's definitely limited by the. It's definitely limited by trying to
The
navigate
technology.
a 3D space in a 2D art.
I mean,
style.
there were a lot of games back then that did stuff like this to varying degrees of success. It was always kind of a hack.
Yeah.
Although really, I'm having a hard time thinking of a game that is very similar to this one.
No, I mean it's
Cobra Triangle
like-
from behind the back.
This is I mean this is kind of an
Yeah.
open world. Like they just drop you into a map and let you go around. Like normally, like RPGs and stuff did that, but not action games. But like I said, I'm sure that once you like get a hold of the way depth works and how to like rotate yourself around these islands in an efficient way, it's probably a little bit more fun. But I'm just not doing so good on that front. Alright, so I'm gonna get on this side of the island. Maybe I'm just not checking my map enough.
Map Checker Simulator
Yeah.
1990.
Use my GPS. Alright.
You know, a game is really good as Top Gear 2.
Alright, so now if I go hard east, I should run right into the thing.
I suspect you are going to run right into the thing.
Ah!
There's a thing. Shoot that thing. Oh, you stopped. No problem.
I'm not stopped though. See, I'm slowly approaching it.
That was very slow.
It's pretty well. The problem is you can do that, but then if there's anything in your vicinity, then you'll just get shot down.
Ah.
You know, so
I
you,
see
like
that.
you can't really stop. You have to be strafing constantly.
Kenji, come in.
You're,
Maybe this
you're
is
gonna
just-
use that last continue?
Yeah, let's do it.
Gonna see it through to the end.
I can do this. Oh, I'm heading the wrong direction here. I'm gonna swing back around.
Swing, baby.
So what else is new in the world of old video games?
Everything new is old again. I played some Donkey Kong last week.
Oh yeah. Arcade Donkey Kong. There you go.
Yeah, Arcade Donkey Kong with the Pie Factory and all 3 revisions of it.
All
kind of
3
nuts.
versions of the Pie Factory?
No, of Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay.
So there was the original version, I guess, was like kind of buggy. I didn't play the original version at all because I heard that was the case. And then there was a revision, and then there's the U.S. version, or the international version they call it. But so the international version, you play a stage, and then like you play the first stage, and then you go right to the final stage, and then the game loops, and you play the first stage, and you play the springboard stage. And then you play the final stage, and then you start over again. You play the first stage, right? The Japanese version, you just play all 4 stages, and then it loops, and then you play all 4 stages, and it just loops. But also, in the Japanese version, it's the first stage, then the Pie Factory, then the springboard stage, then the final stage. And in the US,
I don't remember the Pie Factory at all, but you know, they play a lot of Arcade Donkey Kong.
Yeah, well, in the US, it's the first stage, the Pie Factory. Yeah, it's first stage, Pie Factory, springboard, final stage, and in Japan it's first stage, springboard, Pie Factory, final stage. Also, I saw somebody say that they were happy about this announcement because it probably meant Donkey Kong Jr. was coming, and Donkey Kong Jr. is better than Donkey Kong, and I don't know what kind of crazy heretic thinks that Donkey Kong Jr. is more fun than Donkey Kong, but like
On the NES
wrong ass
cart,
opinion.
Donkey Kong Jr. is arguably as much fun, or if not more fun.
Well, that's because
point
Donkey
If you're
Kong,
talking arcade games, that is definitively not true.
Right. That's why I said if you're playing them on the NES cart, then arguably they're about the same amount of fun, or maybe even Donkey Kong Jr. is more fun because the NES version of Donkey Kong ain't that great.
I mean, the only thing that's wrong with the NES version of Donkey Kong is it's missing a stage, but I don't know that makes it mechanically less fun than Donkey Kong Jr. Like the vine climbing stuff and all, like I see what I get that it's trying to make the game feel deeper, and it's certainly more fun than Donkey Kong 3, but it's just fine. Like Donkey Kong Jr. is just okay.
People get worked up over mistakes in arcade conversions. Remember the Blue Shadows, Street Fighter Alpha?
Yes. People were very upset about the non-transparent blue shadows in Street Fighter Alpha.
Alright, loop all the things. All I gotta do is make my way to the checkpoint. I'll finish the stage.
And then you will be able to say whether this game Genesis or Genesis isn't worth checking out.
Ah,
Man, I don't remember. Yeah, I guess I was gonna say we should have played something with Vader in it, because pour one out for Big Van Vader.
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, but I don't think he's in. I don't think there are any Genesis games that feature the likeness of Big Van Vader. So
I was hit by enemy fire.
you've been hit by enemy fire. Ron, Sam, Rex,
I want to like this game, but I don't think I like it very much.
So you'd say Genesis could be good, but Genesis isn't.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something off about having to
The map
pause
and
to
the-
look at the map is really annoying. If it had even a mini map, so you could just like orient yourself a little bit easier, it would be better. There's just no way to like your cone of vision is too small and your turning radius is too wide. I mean, it's kind of like a boat, I guess, but at least you can an actual boat. You can look around a little bit and see that the guard tower is off to your right instead of having to constantly guess or constantly check your map. I think that there's probably missions in this game that I might have a good time with, but that one in particular is extremely frustrating. So that's the Bimini Run. I don't know. We'll be back next week with something else.
We will. Something.
It won't be this.
It won't be
It'll
this.
Be this.
Maybe it will be this. I'm gonna figure out how to play it and fucking beat the shit out of it. Bye.
Bye.